Hi there, Kylie Barrow here from the Gift Register. I just thought I'd deliver a vision for you on the forthcoming membership that we've got with the Gift Register called Gift4Good. So, Gift4Good essentially is going to be a VIP membership for users of the Gift Register, but we've also got a vision to have a greater impact on the world. So, I've written a vision. Here goes. Gift4Good is to make a difference to people and the planet by providing a trusted gifting resource and an ideas hub to get more out of life. We aim to empower our members to become change makers themselves, and in turn, by doing that, we're going to influence the 200 plus billion spent on gifts every year in Australia. So, in doing that, we're sure to make the world a better place. So I've wanted to do a little bit of research to back up what I'm talking about. And, does gifting really matter? Is it going to make a difference to the planet? So I found an article which was done just in December of last year. These come up all the time before Christmas, but this one specifically is about gift giving harming the planet. It was done by the Inquirer. And it basically talks about how Christmas is the pinnacle of gifting and that the types of gifts that we choose do have an impact on the sustainability. This is my third take, can you tell? So impact on the sustainability of our planet. Why is that? Because every gift has a production, a transport and marketing which will have varying levels of greenhouse gas emissions, and also the type of packaging they use may or may not contribute to landfill, which is solid waste. So interestingly, it said that green consumers are not necessarily green gift givers. Why is that? Because environmental considerations tend to take a back seat to social relations. So by being a member of our program, we hope to influence that and make easier decisions that are going to be good decisions for everyone concerned. The article talks about wrapping choices, using recyclable wrapping, avoiding fad gifts which will end up in landfill real quick, selecting gifts of a less of an environmental impact, such as some experiences may be really good choices to consider. So, we could be onto something. So let's talk about whether there's a problem with plastics. So I know you're probably thinking, duh, of course there's a problem with plastics because we've all seen these types of images, right? So I found a couple of other resources. I thought I'd put the link in below and let you check out. One is from Reuters, which is a graphic on the world's addiction to plastic bottle consumption. And it's a bit scary. So you get on the website and the bottles start falling and they're getting bigger and more, and you're like, whoa. And it's like, this is the amount of bottles consumed since you've opened the page. And it's a bit shocking. And then it gives you visuals on 1 week, 1 month, 1 year. Fast forward to 10 years, and here's a graphic of the pile of bottles, 4 trillion bottles, which are consuming the city of New York. So that's pretty bad. No wonder we're seeing those types of pictures in our oceans where the bottles are ending up in the wrong spot. And then we look at, okay, so is that a problem? Well, yes it is, because I then found another documentary which is called Drowning in Plastic. It's done by SBS, and I think you can watch it on SBS iView, and talks about how the plastics are drying up, breaking down into smaller pieces. And in particular, part of the documentary goes to Lord Howe Island. Now that is the sea water between us and New Zealand. And there's a team there on Lord Howe doing a study on the seabirds. And in particular, they're grabbing the shearwater birds and doing some health checks on them. And what they have to do, as I'll show you here, is that they're actually putting a little tube down the bird's throat and filling its stomach full of water and making it throw up the contents of its stomach. This is a baby bird, remember? So once they did that to this particular bird, this is what came out. That is a stomach full of plastic, and that wasn't even a bad one. Average between 30 and 60 pieces of plastic, a maximum of 260 pieces of plastic in one bird, ranging from 2mm to 10mm pieces. They've even found some birds holding up to 5cm pieces of plastic. Oh, it just makes you feel sick. And unfortunately, one more thing, taking this one step further, which is probably going to make you feel even worse, is that, sorry, I don't want to make you feel bad, but it's good to know about what's going on around us, right? I found a study done by World Wildlife Foundation, and basically they've worked with it's the University of Newcastle, and it's the first global analysis of data from over 50 studies on the ingestion of microplastics by people. Yes, people. In 1 week, you will eat 5 grams of plastic, which is equivalent to a credit card. Really? I hear you saying, BS, don't believe you, how can that be happening? So basically they have found in their studies the single largest source of plastic ingestion is through water, both bottled and tap, and that is worldwide. So of consumables studied, those with the highest recorded plastic levels include shellfish, beer, and salt. So I don't know how, but that's their study. They basically said if we don't want to put plastic into our bodies, we need to stop the millions of tons of plastic that is getting its way into nature every year. So I think we're onto something. I believe that Gift4Good is on track to make change, and we really look like that we need to make some change. So just quickly, I'm going to run through some values in alphabetical order. Accountability. I believe everyone should be accountable for what they do and analyze what they're doing and whether it's making an impact, and creating more positive habits for change. Community. Gift4Good is going to have a private Facebook community in which we can bounce off each other, share resources, and help each other in times of need in solving a gifting problem here and there. Empathy. I think having empathy for others right now, especially in this time that we are having to endure, we need to be there for each other, and I plan to have this membership find ways that we can lift each other up, and at times that we least expect it. Ethical, obviously. Ethical gift giving, being ecologically sound, find gifts that change lives and gifts that give back. Being fun, imaginative, gifts that sit outside the square. So they will never, ever be something that's on your average. I promise to never be boring. We'll always aim to be creative and different with what we present.